now you do make you want temperature dey rise. If you leave me, I go die. I swear. You are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. Loving the thought of me, I am so obsessed. I want to chop your heart. Never did it back and it's real. Open up, make us feel. Yeah, my love one thing. We make a bad man feel.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to My Curvy Life with none other than your girl, Miss Fonda, coming to you on this lovely evening, bringing you greetings also from my co-host, Miss Latanya and Lasagna Jones. I hope everyone is having a wonderful evening. Today has been great. I am coming to you guys with the My Curvy Life show. I hope all of you are joining in on tonight with our YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. I also will be airing this on the My Curvy Life group page, but it will be a little bit later. But I wanted to come in on time on this evening. I wanted to make a few announcements. Y'all already know what it is. It is almost that time, y'all. Actually, it's past that time because it's summertime. Okay. It is summertime. And it is time for you to get that skin in tip top condition. Mary Kay Cosmetics, y'all. I tell you, I've been using Mary Kay for more than 30 years. And I will say that it has done wonders for my skin. And I wanted to do the same thing for you. So please don't hesitate into scheduling your facial with Mary Kay Cosmetics. It is free, y'all. Free. So you do not have to worry about a cost on that. All products you can sample for free. So please schedule an appointment with me. I would appreciate it. Y'all know what it is. It's about that skin care. Also, announcement. I am working on the hunger feed. I'm not sure if it's going to be in August or September. I've had to make a lot of changes within my personal life, and I just don't know exactly what month I want to do the feed in, but stay tuned. Okay, stay tuned because it will be happening. Okay. Um, and if not, I will let you know. But I do plan on having that hunger feed, and I'm going to be promoting that and asking for you all to contribute to the cause. All right. Um, Homelessness is real. All right. For real. I see so many homeless people, not just in a certain area anymore, but they're all over. And anytime I'm able to be a blessing, anytime I'm able to, let them know that, hey, somebody cares out here, I definitely try to do my best to do that. And I'm asking those that can or will do the same thing and contributing to our homeless. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get my camera situated tonight, so I apologize for that. But I did want to mention about the homeless feed. I just want to, you know, I don't know. I was thinking about doing something a little different too. Instead of the feed, I was thinking about giving like gift baskets with socks and things of that nature. I'm thinking about that. So, but I do enjoy doing my hunger feeds. I'm not going to even lie on that. I like to see my people happy, full, excited about the menu and all of those good things. So bear with me. I'm going to be getting that date real soon, but just get it in your Rolodex and put it in and mark it on your refrigerator, mark it on your calendar. But between August and September, I'm thinking I'm gonna shoot more for September this year. Just because August is so hot, y'all. And I appreciate all my servers that stand out there with me on the front line. Thank you. I appreciate all those that contribute financially, food, all of the above. I appreciate you guys so much. So tonight, as you well may know, I am going to be your guest. I'm going to be your guest on tonight, and I enjoy being your guest. I want to thank everybody for supporting my video blogs, y'all. Man, I've been getting so much good feedback about those video blogs, telling my untold stories, sharing some of my experiences. We can't leave a legacy unless we tell our story. So I want to leave a legacy. I want to leave something that may help someone in the future. An inspiration that may lift someone that may be feeling a certain way. I know I grew up feeling, sad and like I didn't have anybody to talk to and share. I was always threatened. You better not tell anybody what's going on in this household. But it's, time out for that. Let that thing out. Let those things out. Share. I'm learning in my video blogs that I'm helping myself by being able to release. We hold things in, we suppress things in our heart, in our mind, and we look up and here's years of carrying something in your heart, or carrying something that's been on your mind for many, many years, and you're not able to really, you know, move past it. That thing is always there. It's kind of stuck there. And so I am just thanking you all for accepting the video blogs. I'm sure some people are probably like, oh my gosh, she's telling all her business, but that's okay. It's releasing and freeing me up. So, that's what's important, is to be free, to be able to move on in life and let those things go. You know what I mean? And enjoy your life and release. So thank you. Thank you again, all. Again, if anyone would like to join in on any of my blogs that I discuss or talk about, if you could relate, and I just ask that you would send me a video. Make it, you can actually send it for as many minutes as you want, but I would have to break it up in 1 minute increments, because I can only transfer 1 minute at a time. But that's okay. I can make it happen. So thank you guys for your support in uh, the daily dose with me, Fonda, Lady Fonda. So tonight, guys, I'm going to talk about in this show, because I'm the guest tonight and the hostess. I'm going to talk about friendship, true friendship versus associates. There is a difference, okay? True friendships versus associates. So, as I have been going on in life down through the years, I have learned the value of true friendship. Okay. Many times we can take an associate because, they may be nice to us. They may, communicate and, reach out, and, we're thinking, hey, this is a friend, but really it's just an associate. Okay. And what I mean by that, a true friend is going to be there, as they say, with you through the thick and the thin. They're going to be there for you through changes of life, whether they're good, whether they're bad. But a true friend is going to be there for you. All right. An associate may only be there for you when things are going good. And some people like to feed off of when things are going bad. You'll have that great associate that all of a sudden appears, either when things are going great, or they may appear when things are going bad, as I stated. And I've learned that too down through the years. I've chosen to be a genuine friend, a true friend, because the value of that is far and few. Okay. The value of a real, true friend is far and few. So, a true friend is going to stand by you. They're not going to leave you hanging. They're not going to create some issue where they're not going to talk to you. Um, you know, Things in life change. We have good things that happen to us that we want to share, that we want to uh, rejoice, and we want to rejoice with those that are our true friends. When you share good news, when you um, share something positive, or, even just to share something that may be heavy on your heart, that may be a sensitive subject. With that true friend, you're going to be able to share that with them, and you're going to be able to feel comfortable, and they're going to either comfort you or they're going to rejoice with you, vice versa, however you want to look at it. That true friend is going to do that. Now, an associate, you know, you may share good news with them and they may be like, all of a sudden, you realize the value of that friendship. You know, when you have a true friend, they want to celebrate with you. When you have an associate, they may or may not. It depends on, what type of associate they are. So many people like to see you when you're sad. They like to be able to see the melancholy when you're not up to part. When you have positive things that happen in your life and you have positive changes, or something grand happens, sometimes you don't get the response that you thought you would get, because you thought that person was really a true friend, but really they were really all along just an associate. I tell everybody, value those that are in your life, that make a difference, that you could depend on, that you could count on, that you can go to, you can cry with. And, you know, sometimes, even keeping a secret, you could find out if that person is an associate or a true friend. If you tell a person, hey, don't tell nobody this, I'm going through this, and this. You're thinking, okay, this person is a true friend. I could share with them, things that's happening in my life. If something is not going well, you could cry, you can release, that true friend is going to value what you've told them. They're going to respect you, and they're going to love you regardless. Some people will stop loving you when things are going good for you. Some people will stop loving you when things are going bad for you. Oh, I don't want to deal with that. She's always got something going on. True friends are not going to do that, y'all. They're not. Evaluate your friends list. All right? Evaluate it. It's important. When you are your authentic self and you are genuine and you are loving, a lot of people don't appreciate that. A lot of people like drama, toxic friendships, um, trust. You got to be able to trust a true friend. If you can't trust them, they're an associate. Associates are cool though. They come in and out whenever it's feasible. And I'm learning as the years go on, I have to feed people with that same energy. Same energy. It doesn't mean you don't love, because you're supposed to love everybody. If you want to make it to heaven, you got to love everybody. Doesn't mean you don't love them, but you got to feed people with the same energy. My mother used to say this saying, and I used to didn't understand it for many years, but Lord, as I've grown older, she used to say, Fonda, sometimes you got to feed people with a long handle spoon. And I used to be like, what does that mean? I never really could get it. But as I've grown older, what that means is you have to love them from a distance. You have to communicate with them from a distance for periods of time, depending on the energy that they're giving you, or you gotta, determine that. And it's not hard to determine that. It is not hard to determine it. Sometimes we want to make people our friends, because we're hanging out with them, and, we may go to dinner, we may be in a clique, we may be in a group, we may, that doesn't mean that they're true friends. That just means that you guys are hanging out and associating with each other. You know, Once that thing is over, whatever you guys were hanging out doing or what have you, it's back to what it was. You know, I'm just saying, value your friends. When you find a good one that love you, that care about you, that want to see you do well, that supports you. Oh my God, support. That is like a big word. You know, sometimes people only support you when you're doing something that they can relate to. The minute you step out of that zone of being able to doing something that they can relate to, and you're doing something different, or you make a change, or you take a detour and you want to fulfill, something else within your life that may not, you know, fit into what they believe or do or what have you, all of a sudden you will see that associate come out. The associate will appear. You'll be like, man, I thought this was somebody that was in my corner. I thought this group or this clique was, the organization that I should have been in, and, I can relate to, and, I can, fit in, and I had to get to the point where I had to realize that I'm just not going to fit in with everybody. I used to try to make myself fit in, you know. I'm like, man, I just want to fit in. I just want to be a part. You know what? It's okay if you don't fit in. It's okay if you're not a part. Be a part of what you believe in. Be a part of what you're representing and what you're supposed to be doing. You know, it's okay to be a follower, but try being a leader. Try being a leader. And get in a group where people are going to support you. People are going to be genuine with you, true with you, love you, appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Associates don't always appreciate you. They don't always love you. It just depends on what they're going to benefit from it. It's a lot of people like that. If they can't benefit from it, they look, huh? I'm just saying. And this could go, and when I mean friends, I don't just mean like, girlfriends. I mean boyfriends, if relationships, all of it. Because all relationships should start with being a friend. And I think when you start out being a friend first and then you move forward, I think it's much better. If you jump right into something that you haven't even developed a friendship, you haven't developed a connection, you've just been associates, and then all of a sudden you're in a relationship, and it's like, did you even get to know that person? Did you even get to see if they valued you, if they appreciated you, if they would be a supporter? It's a lot of things that you have to consider. As I've gotten older, these are things that I've learned down through the years. So I'm not just saying things. I've learned, I've experienced, um, I've accepted certain things, certain associates, thinking they were for me, but they really weren't. When it was all said and done, they weren't for me. You know, if I did something different or took a detour from what they were used to seeing me do or having me do, all of a sudden, where they at? They done moved on. All of a sudden, you're like, man, what happened? Thought we was cool. We did this together. We did that. And it is complicated when, suddenly someone does a 360, in your life. You'd be like, well, dang. And then, especially if you don't know what you've done, you'd be like, I'm like, well, what happened? We was rolling this way. And then all of a sudden, boom, but like they say, vanish, poof. And then don't try, because I've done this too, to talk to them and be like, is there something going on? Do we have a problem? Is there something? Most people are not going to admit it, because a lot of times they don't even know what the problem is. They just all of a sudden, because you're not doing maybe something that you used to do, you've moved into another realm, or you're doing something that's going to benefit you and not them, all of a sudden they're an associate. Friendship then went down the drain. That true friend has disappeared and vanished, y'all. So in life, you do have to reevaluate true friends and associates. And it's okay. It's okay. You know, there was a song that Michael Jackson used to sing, Make That Change, Man in the Mirror. Sometimes you got to look in that mirror and you have to talk to yourself and you have to encourage you. You can't expect other people to do it. You know, those that love you, they're going to encourage you. They're going to be there for you. They're going to love you regardless. Regardless. So keep that in mind. I just wanted to share that with you guys tonight. That was on top. That was on my heart today. Um, True friendship versus associates. Now, is it okay to have associates? Yes. Yes. That's that feeding that energy. You know, you feed them that same energy, they feed you. It's not saying that you're not being real. You are being real, but you're giving them that same energy that they're giving you. Don't overdo your energy and give to it all to associates. Because you know what? I think it used to be a saying where they say people could drop you like a hot potato. Like when a potato, you pick it up and it's hot and they drop it. People will drop you like a hot potato and you don't even see it coming. So reevaluate true friendship versus associates. Reevaluate that. Make sure, make sure that you are sharing accordingly. You are the best version of you. Be the best version of you. If other people can't accept it, or all of a sudden, you know, there's animosity, or there's jealousy, or there's, you know, oh, she thinks she all that. No, honey, I don't think I'm all that. I just think I'm who I am. But you think I'm all that. So reverse that thing and put it back on them. That's you, boo. And that's probably because you really wasn't a true friend in the beginning. You were just an associate. We cannot make everybody our friend, y'all. Sorry, you can't. Because what'll happen is if you do that, as you go down through life, you will be so disappointed and you will be so hurt. So hurt. There's been so many times that, you know, I thought this. I thought that they were this. I thought, and it was a thought, y'all. It was associate. It wasn't a true friend. So if you do have true friends out there, y'all, and I know y'all do, value them, love them, appreciate them. Associates, love them and give them that same energy they give you. Everybody wants to be appreciated, and we deserve to be appreciated. Everybody deserves to be appreciated. And it's okay if you don't, but people are going to be, I guess, who they are. And there's nothing that we could do about that, y'all. But we can evaluate those that are in our lives that we associate with and learn how to give the energy that you need to give in whoever it is. Okay? Give that energy. If you got somebody that's 100%, it's this TikTok video, and it's a lady that has a lady in the background, and she says, my friend supports me in everything I do. And when the friend is up front and she's singing or doing what she do, the friend in the back is like going wild and nuts over her. And she's back there just egging her on and pushing her and rooting for her. Hey, if you don't have that, if you don't, a true friend is going to root for you. They're going to push you. Girl, you could do it. You know, get on out there. You could do it. You got this. That's a true friend. If you got an associate that's like, uh, uh, and that's okay, girl. Go ahead with that energy. I got you. I got you. So that's my show in a nutshell on tonight. I hope you guys got something out of that. I'm not saying throw your associates away, but what I am saying is energy, energy. You don't want to give your energy to associates that don't have your best interests at heart. I don't care if you've been knowing them for 100 years. People change up on you in a heartbeat. Just like your heartbeat, boom, 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 boom. They'll cut that heartbeat off in a minute. And you don't even know why. That is used to be my main thing. Is why. Why did they? Why? I'm trying to figure it out. Figure it out. You can't figure it out. You can't, so stop. You can only figure yourself out. And then sometimes that's even tough. But always reevaluate your relationships, y'all, as you get older. Reevaluate. And I used to say, well, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You do care. You care. But it's up to you to give the energy that needs to be given to your true friends versus associates. That's my show in a nutshell, y'all. I want to thank y'all for listening. Thank you for being a part of this entity. Thank you for allowing my curvy life to grow. I'm anticipating that it's going to even grow even more. I'm still shooting for 1,000 members in the group. We're going to celebrate big, y'all, when we get to that 1,000. I'm almost there. We almost there. 829, about 830 maybe we got so far. So let's get to that 1,000, y'all. I just appreciate you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching all the shows, your comments. All those matter. Those things matter to me. And I'm just praying and hoping that everyone, somebody out there is being encouraged, because this is a positive entity. This is what I want to express to you guys. This is a positive entity. This is a group where we want to inspire. We want to be genuine. We want to be intentional about being an inspiration. So with that being said, I hope that you would share this group with others. Join, subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe to being in the My Curvy Life family. We love you. My co-hosts appreciate you so much. They do so much on the page to make sure you guys are shown love and valued and, just genuine ladies. So we all here together and we rooting for y'all. Thank you. And thank you for watching My Curvy Life on tonight. And until we meet again, God's blessings. Peace.
Self-care.
My baby, my Valentine. Can I hit the making what temperature is? If you leave me a good time, I swear. You are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. Loving the thought of me, I am so